Hi guys, my name is Pig and I play StarCraft 2 professionally for Team Exile 5. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about these beautiful Gigabyte notebooks right here and my experiences using them. First of all, I want to let you guys know that I think it was about a year and a half ago, I basically had this idea in my head that you don't really use notebooks for gaming. Sure, there's gaming notebooks, but you're always better off with a desktop PC. It's always going to be more powerful. It's always going to be better for playing your games in every regard. That conception has really changed ever since I've started using these Gigabyte notebooks. First, I'll run you through my experiences with this yellow one here, the P2542N, or as my friends like to call it, the Ferrari notebook. It's actually served me really well. I was lucky enough to take it down to a LAN in Melbourne called Respawn LAN earlier this year. Basically, it's a bring your own computer LAN where all sorts of us nerds come on down, bring out our big rigs. A lot of people just bring their big tower down, their monitor, their case, all of their peripherals and everything. So there's a lot of people getting taxis down, or all sharing cars. Some people even drive interstate. It's a pretty big hassle for everyone to get down there. Now, luckily for me as a professional gamer, having to come from interstate to play at a tournament, I was able to just load this into my carry-on baggage as it's super small. So I'll just give you guys a look at how thin it is. You can see that it's a very thin Ultrabook design, and as a result, it fits in my carry-on baggage just perfectly. So basically, I get to come down to a weekend, play some video games, and I get to just load this in my baggage. Peripherals as well, absolutely no check-in, super easy. Now that comes without any cost in terms of performance. When I got down there at the tournament, it actually performed fantastically. I was actually lucky enough to win the tournament, and it was a really cool experience. So any of you guys looking to get a more portable yet still powerful gaming experience, this is a really great option. Now, how can I compete against people who have got these big rigs, these beautiful desktop computers they've brought on down? So let's run you through the specs of this notebook so you guys can actually understand just how powerful it is despite its small design. Basically, it does come with an i7 core processor. You've got your GTX 660 2GB NVIDIA graphics card. You've got a 256 GB SSD. So your memory is really fast. This computer actually starts up in about 5 seconds. It is absolutely beautiful to run. You've also got a 15.6-inch monitor, not the largest screen, pretty standard though. It comes with the compatibility. You've got your inbuilt speakers, wireless, all that sort of standard stuff. Now, this is roughly a mid-range notebook in the Gigabyte range. If we then take a look at our orange boy over here, he's more of a high-end, really gaming-focused beast. So my experiences with our orange one over here, he's actually the P2742 notebook, mainly come from the last couple of months in the lead up to DreamHack. I'll basically tell you guys a story. I was playing one day, my computer crashed. I opened it up, I tried to figure out what was going on. Eventually I realized the fan on the graphics card had just stopped working, my computer died on me. So I couldn't practice on my desktop, and I pulled this guy out and I said, all right, let's give you a go. Let's see how you go just for my standard practice at home. And in one day of practicing on him, I think I won more games than I had in the 2 days before that. I felt like I was playing smoother and more confidently. And I couldn't really explain it at first. I was really freaked out because just a different computer normally doesn't make you play better. What I eventually realized was that my desktop computer had actually been suffering a couple of minor lag issues. There were these really minor stutters that I hadn't even noticed, but they were actually slowing down my play a lot. So it was really cool to realize that this notebook was actually outperforming my desktop computer significantly. I then actually took the notebook to Sweden. It fit in my carry-on luggage once again. It is, despite being slightly larger than the Ultrabook design, it's still really quite compact. I used it to watch replays on the plane. I actually practiced on Wi-Fi in my hotel room. So it was really big aid there, which was actually one of my best performances at an overseas tournament to date. I ended up making it through to the 3rd group stage and was a single game off making it to the top 16. So let's compare the specs between our P2542N and the P2742. Looking at the real differences in the specs of the P2742, is you do have this big 17.3-inch screen, which gives some really spectacular visuals. Just myself watching some Game of Thrones and Breaking Bad episodes on the way home from DreamHack, it was really, really nice visuals we got there. Another thing is, because of the slightly bigger size of this gaming notebook, you can see it is a little bit thicker. They fit in a really great cooling system, which allows you to game very high stress for many hours without it overheating. They've also squeezed in some really, really big speakers, which give you much higher quality sound. You get some really rich bass. And one of the best features I think about this notebook is that its battery life is very, very long. For a gaming notebook, you'll see a lot of them sometimes run out of battery after just 2 hours of playing games. Now with this notebook, you can get up to 4.5 hours playing games, watching TV shows before that battery runs out. So it's actually really, really fantastic in that regard. The one downside of this notebook would be that it's built-in clicker. It's very, very odd touch to it. Sometimes it's hard to tell whether or not you've actually clicked. Overall, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10 PiG's. And the reason it's not any higher is mainly because it does come with Windows 8 installed. Now, my main problem with Windows 8 is that it is a very, very tablet-oriented program. It's all made for touch screens. Icons are very big, and it's very, very confusing for me who's a PC-oriented person. Now, luckily, one of Gigabyte's great things is their customer service and the way they respond to what their customers want. So they've actually gone and built a free application which you can download very, very easily. And what that does is it's called Smart Switch, and it allows you to simply swap your desktop back to that classic Windows mode of navigation. And that's actually been a lifesaver for me, because otherwise I've got no idea how to run Windows 8. So this has been my review of these two notebooks, just based on my own experiences. I haven't gone too much into the technical details because my experience as a professional gamer are much more based on the responses I get out of it rather than looking intricately at the hardware. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I recommend, if you're looking to take your gaming experience a lot more portable, make it more mobile without sacrificing any power and keeping it affordable, Gigabyte notebooks are a fantastic option. So go check them out. And thanks for watching the video, guys. So do like and subscribe to the channel for more PIG content. We'll be going to more events in the near future, so do follow me on Twitter and Facebook and all that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.